It was a late summer's night. Thankfully with the darkness came the lowered humidity and even a slight summer's breeze. My friend and I decided to go for a drive, wanting to go UFO spotting. He took us to a spot near his place that was a mix of industrial and woods. As we were pulling into the area we saw what looked at first like a fox dart across the road a few feet ahead of us. We didn't think too much of it, other than wanting to catch a better glimpse of a cute creature. He parked the car and we opened the doors, briefly looking up at the sky. Now out of the car, we set off, crossing the road and heading for a gap in the fence surrounding the area my friend wanted us to visit. Then I got the strangest feeling we were being watched and looked back across the street, only to see a rabbit or hare. I was taken aback, considering I thought the creature we saw earlier was a fox. I pointed the animal out to my friend and he was just as taken aback as I was, as he also could have sworn we'd seen a fox, not a rabbit. However, we just brushed it off, assuming it was either another animal or we'd just wrongly identified it earlier. Ducking through the fence, we walked along piles of scrap, heading towards a large hill in the distance, so we could get the perfect view of the sky. However, I just could not shake the foreboding feeling the entire time we were there. It definitely felt like we were being watched and that whatever was doing the watching had malicious intentions. I didn't voice my thoughts however, feeling that my friend would think I was being silly, feeling so spooked with nothing around. But I kept my flashlight panning, looking every which way, while also gripping a small knife in my hand. Eventually, we made it to the top of the hill and gazed up at the stars, looking for any sign of extraterrestrials or anything else really. It was only a few minutes later when my friend started getting anxious and telling me that he felt like we were being watched and that we were unsafe, and when I shared my same feelings it was mutually agreed to get out of there. When we got back to the car, it's like we both had an indistinguishable need to look back up at the sky. And when we did, we saw a bunch of what looked like stars moving unnaturally. All converging on our location, none moving as if they were shooting stars or anything of the like. We started recording them and talking aloud as if they could hear us, whatever they were. We were so excited. This is what we had come here for. To get even the nearest glimpse of something not of this world. And yet neither of us could shake the tension of unease. Still not feeling safe or welcomed. Our attention was drawn away from the stars almost simultaneously, and we got in the car to leave. It was as we were trying to leave when a shape darted out into the middle of the road right before our headlights. It was another fox rabbit, yet it was completely black with no distinctive features, other than its incredibly dark red eyes. We both froze, feeling an unimaginable terror as we sat before this creature. Thankfully, my friend managed to snap out of it and reversed, speeding us the fuck out of there. It wasn't until we'd completely left that area and rejoined the main road several kilometers away that we even felt safe enough to breathe, let alone discuss what we'd just encountered. It was terrifying. It was as if evil had manifested before our eyes, ready to claim our very lives. To this day, neither of us have ever returned to that spot. Worried that if we were to ever return, we might not be so lucky as to leave with our lives. What do you believe it was? A shape-shifting entity? A shadow creature, or just two young adults with an overactive imagination, seeing monsters because they want to believe so badly? Let us know down below, and as always keep the comments section a judgment-free zone.